Hey guys, gold and silver prices are on the rise once again in the short term, with silver trading up to $20. That's about an over a 3% rise in the past, I believe, one day. And also gold is up to 1280. So this is all coming in on the heels of the news from the FOMC minutes, showing that about half of Fed officials believe central banks should end QE by the end of the year. So half of them say end it, half of them say otherwise. So what we have here is also the punchline as far as markets are concerned of Bernanke's Q&A appears to be inflation and jobs signal more Fed stimulus needed, and tapering does not end stimulus. In other words, highly accommodative policy needed for foreseeable future. So we have four little points here about what Bernanke has said. It's too early to say it's too early to say U.S. weathered fiscal restraint. He also says inflation jobs signal more Fed stimulus needed. Falling inflation could be bad for an economy, and overall thrust of policy highly accommodative. So this basically just brings me back to a video I put out a few days ago called 2014 Expectations about Gold and Silver Price Action. This is where I'm basically contemplating the question of what will happen if the Fed does end QE or they do taper QE. Will we see a major leg down in the gold and silver prices, another further leg down, should I say? And the other scenario is if nothing does improve, nothing changes, they keep the QE 85 billion a month the same, what effect will that have on gold and silver prices? And finally, if they increase the quantitative easing, because we all know that is a possibility, they could actually increase the amount that they're injecting into the economy, while they have been saying over the past few months that, oh yeah, it looks like we're going to start tapering. That doesn't mean they can't come out and just say, look at that, guys, we're doubling QE. And, they'll do that on maybe like New Year's Eve or something to try to slip that by so people don't really even catch the news that this has happened. They do a lot of fishy things on holidays and days where people don't have their heads in the newspaper, or they're not looking at the news all day. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think is gonna come from further FOMC minutes in the future. Do you guys really think that it's a possibility that they're gonna start tapering? Do you really think that they could stop, all this monetary stimulus that's going into the economy? Or do you think it's just gonna be increased to the point where, we've just hit a point of no return?